We are live.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. You're locked into the TCN Podcast.
We are live.
Guys, I'm Joe, 1/3 of the Cyber Nerds.
And I'm Raven, your GS.
I'm Sam, Mr. Blitz Tech.
And it's podcast episode 9.
You guys make me sick to my stomach.
Why do we make you sick?
When was the last time you made a podcast?
Well, do you know what, yeah? I feel like I've been here and it's not my fault. So, whose fault is it? Let's see if someone takes ownership this week.
No one ever takes ownership. Like, ever. Like, that's unheard of.
Do you know what? You man need to grow up, innit? Because if you grow up,
that's unheard of.
be an adult and take responsibility when you're at fault.
Amongst the cyber nerds, that is unheard of. Someone take responsibility or be sensible or, go throughout a show without being here with a disclaimer.
Well, we're here today and there's a podcast happening, so yeah.
Guys, shout out to everyone locked in. Look, firstly, let me just do some shout outs right now. Shout out to all the friends of the show. Freddie Prinze Jr., Vanessa Marshall, everyone who loves us, you get me. Shout out to all of our Patreons. I wish I could name all of you by name, but there's too many of you, man, and I don't want there to be perceived favoritism. Shout out to everyone who's in our private Facebook group. Wait, I'm not supposed to talk about that.
Wow. Breaking rules like that, yeah?
Shout out to everyone who follows us on Instagram, Twitter, all other social medias. We love you guys. We couldn't do the show without you.
You know what? Since we are giving shout outs, I want to give a big shout out to the ones who've been spending so much time on our videos now, that their vocabulary starts changing.
Yep.
It's a mad thing, fam. Yeah, I don't know, it's just mad.
Fam. Do you know what,
It's mad.
What is sick is, I just love how, I don't know what happened. I think we dropped an Urban Dictionary tweet on Twitter, and then everyone was like, since I've been watching these videos, I can't stop saying, you get me, fam, mud, bare things. I was just like, it's actually mad.
It's contagious.
Yeah, how these things just catch on, like, do you know what I'm saying? But do you know what's mad? This is just how we talk every day, innit? I wish you guys could come hang out with us and just see if you'll probably fit right in anyway. Yeah, man. Are we gonna get to the business at hand, or are we just gonna talk?
Whoever's driving the car or the ship.
I'm flying this plane today. Firstly,
wow. Hey, let me get my parachute first.
Thank you. I'm about to get a parachute.
Let me get my parachute, fam. Because
standing by the exit.
Yeah, fam. Speak.
What was I gonna say? Are you guys alright? Everyone good, yeah?
I'm straight. I don't think Sam's alright.
I don't know.
I'm straight.
I don't know.
Definitely don't think Sam's alright.
Yeah.
Sam hasn't been alright since you left. So I'll show you them. He hasn't been alright.
It's been a bit static, innit? So.
But anyway, man, look.
Alright, guys, so I think we've come up with like a new kind of format for the podcast. Like, I feel like this podcast, this week we're going to talk about all the news, like things we want to talk about. Not necessarily the newest news. It's not really going to be old news, but it's going to be the news that we have deemed worthy to talk about, innit? So guys, if you've got anything kind of news that you want us to talk about, jump in the comment section below if you're on YouTube. And if you're not on YouTube, go somewhere where you can contact us and just send us your topics, #TCN fam. Anyway, but the first piece of news.
Yeah.
Spawn has officially signed. If it's unofficial, then guys, I'm sorry, but it's TCN official.
Wait, whoa.
What's
See, I don't like stuff like that. Fam.
Listen, alright.
I don't like stuff like that.
Alright, let me give some backstory.
Because then man's name is being out there, and I don't like my name being out there like that.
Alright, let me
like
put
half stepping that. Is it official? Is it not official?
Let me put a backstory to it. Yeah? Mr. Blitztech says it's official, yeah. But I don't want to co-sign it, so that's why I've said it's official. Alright, Mr. Blitztech, you're the fact checker for this week. Yeah. Is it official?
It's official. There's a photo with Jamie Foxx and the creator shaking hands. It's going through.
And it's not Photoshop.
It's not Photoshop.
No, it's Todd McFarlane from Blumhouse Studios. All right, so it's actually official. There you go.
Cool.
The Cyber Nerds are bringing you the official news, guys, out here like that. Get me? So Jamie Foxx has signed on to play what we're going to believe is the lead character in the new Spawn movie that's supposed to be, that is being produced by Blumhouse, which is supposed to be like rated R horror movie, like a legit horror movie. Like Blumhouse is they're the ones who brought us The Conjuring, right?
Is it them?
Which I did not watch.
I'm pretty.
Let me double check that, because if it's them behind the Split,
Yeah.
Get Out,
Yeah.
Sinister,
Yeah. Keep on.
Paranormal Activity,
Yeah.
Insidious.
Okay.
I don't even need to go on. That's enough for me.
Is The Conjuring on there though?
Let me double check that, because if it is, no, I don't think it is.
All right. I think I got Conjuring mixed up with the one Insidious that you're talking about.
Right, okay.
But they also did Ouija. Like Blumhouse are a horror studio. That's all they make in it.
All right.
So to me, in fact, let me not even take it first. In fact, first, what do we think of the casting? Raven, get ahead.
Why you gotta start with me?
All right, Mr. Blitztech.
Why you gotta start with
Mr. Blitztech, you go first.
Jamie Foxx, he's hit and miss. Like when he's doing like super serious movies, like he does hit the nail on the head. He's done Ray, very enjoyable movie. Then go behind his filmography. But then again, like he does other movies where they're more fun and enjoyable. So they're not
what
really
movies
serious.
are those, fam? Can I get some?
How is Baby Driver not the first movie you say? So this makes me sick. This is what I'm talking about.
Because
Man,
why
I
didn't
didn't
you
even think
mention
about
that
it.
first?
I didn't even think about it.
Because
Did you think about it?
Yeah, of course I thought about it. I was coming to it. It's a fun movie, right? But then he's not the main lead. In this movie, he's like Spawn, he's the lead, so he's the main focus. That's what I was going to say.
So give me some fun movies.
Let me see. He done that. Wait. Let me.
Alright.
Sure.
Alright, obviously, Jamie Foxx was in the Jamie Foxx show. I'm just going to read out some of these movies.
Okay.
Yeah?
Right.
Django Unchained.
Good movie.
Good movie.
Good. Okay, thumbs up, yeah.
Yeah.
Horrible Bosses. Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Dead.
The Kingdom.
Oh, is that that's decent actually.
Yeah,
That's
The
actually
Kingdom's pretty
decent.
legit. It's like Sicario, but back in the day, innit?
Oh, okay.
Get
I don't
me.
think I watched that.
I've got that. Ray, thumbs
Ray's
up.
good.
I'm pretty sure none of us saw Annie.
Nah.
Nah.
Right,
Yeah.
it's pants.
Laura Biden Citizen.
Good.
Good.
Alright.
I don't even remember him on that.
He's the main actor.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't remember. But okay, carry on.
Sleepless came out in 2017.
That
I've
was-
seen it.
For me, it's average. Average.
I haven't seen
Dead, fam.
I haven't seen it, but I'm gonna check it out. Baby Driver, dead.
Liked it.
What do you think of Baby Driver?
It's okay.
All right, cool.
They killed it off.
I'm gonna do maybe 3 more. Collateral,
Good.
super legit. White House Down, dead. Miami Vice,
Average.
I liked it.
I'm gonna go thumbs down on that, and then
But I liked it, but not because of the acting aspect of it.
and then let me throw out Any Given Sunday. Thumbs up for that for me.
Yeah.
All right, he's also been in Ali, Due Date, Jarheads, Breaking All the Rules, Stealth, Robin Hood, Redemption, Rio 2, blah 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 blah
You see
blah.
what I mean? Like the guy is up and
Right.
down. Like he has fun with his roles. He has serious roles. He has fun roles. He has not so fun roles. So
You know what?
yeah,
I like Jamie Foxx on stage. Like when Jamie Foxx is on stage and he's doing that whole comedy with music. Jamie Foxx is like one of the best doing that, bro. Like I can't remember. There's like a
FU. Is that the one we played on the piano?
piano for Serena Williams.
Something like that.
That is hilarious, bro. And there's another one I saw the other day. He was with Snoop Dogg in the Breakfast Show with Sway. Like stuff like that, like live stuff, hands down to Jamie Foxx, fam. Like the guy just does it. It's in his blood, it's in his DNA. But movies wise, bro, like sorry, like I just cannot, like no, sorry, not.
You're not backing it, yeah?
I'm not backing it.
All right,
I'm
man.
not backing it.
And Sam, what did you say? You said
I'm looking forward to it.
Now, I'm not backing this at all. Now, this is why I'm not backing it, yeah? I'm looking at Jamie Foxx's next 3 movies, isn't it? Robin Hood comes out in 2018. I know it's not out.
Is that this year?
2018.
No.
Oh, what? Yeah. Well, it's listed here as 2018.
Okay.
Man, so ahead of time that man don't know that it's in 2018.
It's listed.
I know,
Yes.
right?
Oh, it's listed here as in 2018. Yeah. That movie to me, from what we've seen from the trailers, looks like garbage, innit? I know
Yeah.
someone's gonna be, give it a chance. It looks like garbage. It's probably gonna be garbage. Then the 2 movies before that, we got Sleepless. I haven't seen it, but I'm gonna take Raven's word as garbage, and because I don't trust Sam's movie reviewing skills. And then Baby Driver. I know. Listen,
No clout.
that's why there's 3 of us. That's why there's 3 of us.
Wow.
That's why there's 3 of us.
Just like that?
That's why there's 3 of us.
Man.
I got to put it out there so everyone knows. And then Baby Driver's also garbage to me. And he's extra garbage in that movie. So, you know, if your last 3 hits are duds, I can't believe in this Spawn movie. Now, the only saving grace for me is one, Blumhouse. They're a legit studio that they always make money on their movies. I'm not going to say their movies are always good, but they always make money on their movies. I know Raven's over there making faces, but the quality of the horror movies they make are good. Then the next thing is, Spawn is a superhero. Like, so I feel like with the superhero craze, they'll know what kind of attention they need to put in, and they'll put extra care in this. Hopefully we get a good director. And one thing I can say about Jamie Foxx, the last thing I'll say about him is, when he's got a good director, he usually performs a good performance in it. So I'm going to put this more on the director and everything else than him. But if it's just going on him alone, thumbs down for me.
Okay, now the reason why I'm making face here, because I was obviously based on the movies that you know on the list of the horror movies under this company. Like, picture like a scene, like a mad scene, yeah. And we all know how Spawn moves, yeah.
Yeah.
Then I want you to picture Jamie Foxx in it, like even Electro fam, even like just being moving, like being. It's not a hero, it's an anti-hero fam, because the way the man moves, you get
Spawn's evil. Spawn's yeah.
So like, can you just picture? That's what I was making him face.
I want to see if Sam's got the answer for this. Sam, did you have a response?
Oh, I didn't have a response to that, but you're saying he has to have a good director, yeah?
I'm thinking that's
this is Tom McFarlane's debut. He's going to be directing the movie.
Tom McFarlane's directorial debut.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Do you know what, yeah? I can't go either way on that then, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? Because some first-time directors knock it out of the park, some don't. My thing, what I will combat Ravens is, Spawn is like Deadpool, innit? He's got a messed up face and he's disfigured. So when you look at Jamie Foxx in the movie, there's a chance you don't see Jamie Foxx. You see a disfigured guy. Yeah. So like, hopefully that's the case, innit?
I'm just not buying 1 cent of it, bruv. And I'm gonna be quite disappointed because I read quite a lot of Spawn as a kid. So yeah. So.
Did you read Spawn, Sam?
Yeah, I read a bit of Spawn, watched the cartoons, saw the 90s movie, and I'll say I'm still looking forward to it. Like I said, it is underneath Blumhouse, which do horror nowadays. Like, they've done horror really, really well, and then they mix it with Spawn with the correct kind of CGI, which was going to be way better than it was in the 90s. I'm going to look forward to it regardless if it's Jamie or not.
So do you think this is going to be a CGI-heavy movie? Because Spawn,
of course.
Blumhouse are known for keeping their budgets low, isn't it? You know what I'm saying?
That's what you mean by that, but I think they could just like do everything like proper well. Even though, like you say, more with their movies, it is more like practical stuff. But they have done stuff like Sinister, Insidious, and there is like a element of CGI to it. So,
alright, question: if you could replace Jamie Foxx,
woo! He came with the big boy question, you know.
Who would you?
This is my word. This is not one of those questions you just throw out of.
Bro, because I just can't I really like the Spawn, bro. Like, I really do. So, I was just thinking, like, who can I replace this guy, bro? Like,
do you have anyone in mind though? Because you have the question, but you must have someone in mind.
No, because I was trying to think of one.
Do you know what? Yeah.
Go on.
I've got one. What is his name? It's the dude from Get Out.
Oh, the main guy.
Oh, Daniel.
Okay.
Daniel
Kaluuya. We're gonna get roasted, you know, because my man's from the ends, fam.
From the ends as well.
Yeah, Daniel Kaluuya. Bruv, to me, like, if you think of the movie Get Out, yeah, like, the subtle emotions man plays in that movie are sick, fam. There's times where it's like, he's like, raw, my girlfriend's tripping, but I need to act calm, but you know man's frightened in his eyeballs. Like, just in his eyeballs, you're like, something's not right. But you know what I'm saying? Bruv, when I watch that movie Get Out, I'm taken back at how sick he acts in it. Because it's like, in real life, that's how you'd have to act. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you're in some far off place. Like, even without the racial undertones of the movie, you go to meet your parent, your girlfriend's parents one time, and you just feel uncomfortable.
Right.
The whole movie, you feel uncomfortable with it. Do you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's his acting coming through, fam. And I know he's not done no horror movies or stuff like that, But I feel like throwing man like him into an element like this is way better than just throwing like a big name actor like, oh, it's gonna be Jamie Foxx. Do you get what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's why I would go with him, man.
Alright.
Bruv, they should have got Jordan Peele to direct this as well, fam.
That's a good point.
That would have been sick. You get me?
And them two work well together.
That's my point, but we'll see what James McFarlane could do. Nah, man, you man ain't getting off the hook with this. Actors, let's go, fam.
Oh, come on.
Nah, how you gonna ask the question and then run from the answer,
That's
fam?
it, bro. Just put it out there and then just...
No, that was my answer. I want to hear you,
Nah, me.
you two answers.
Like,
No, as in,
we're
like-
going for like really good actors in this day and age.
Sam's gonna cast Denzel.
Nah, don't tell you though. Man can stay in the Equalizer, innit? But like someone that's knocked it out of the park recently, one of the best before fans came along was Michael B. innit?
Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, a Spawn.
Oh.
Come on now, like man played a very good. What?
Go on, finish.
Man played a very good villain in Black Panther. Yeah,
I hear
man was very compelling. Like I said, he had all the emotions, everything. Like you was almost on his side throughout the whole movie. Come on, now, you see that guy in Spawn, he's gonna knock it out of the park as well.
Yeah, I hear you. The only reason I disagree, yeah, is because I feel like where Michael B. Jordan is at right now is like almost like he's A-list, fam.
Yeah, he's top.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like he's
so.
like I'm not saying he's not bigger than Jamie Foxx right now, but he's gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? He's up there. He's up there with him. That's why I wouldn't pick him. Like I feel like picking him, his face is just as recognizable as Jamie Foxx, isn't it? That's why I wouldn't go with him.
Well, I mean, that's how hard it is, but if I had to go with someone, it would be.
To be honest, I thought you was gonna say Donald Glover, innit? I thought you was gonna jump on the Donald Glover hype train for a second, innit? But calm.
Man.
Raven's about to pick some Brazilian actor we've never heard of.
No, because he said Black Panther. So
M'Baku!
No, M'Baku. I did think of him. I did think of no.
He might be hard, fam. What's M'Baku's name?
It's Winston Duke.
That's the one, yeah.
No, I did think of him, yeah, but then I'm just going for like, I think he's a bit too much of a bruiser, innit? Like
It's Spawn.
Like I don't know. Alright, but I did think of him, but I did think of Sterling K. Brown, which was is in things. So he plays
Does his dad or?
Job, yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Job or whatever. I don't know how.
Man's bro.
Yeah.
You gotta explain that right. He's the guy who plays the young.
Yeah.
Oh, Michael B. Jordan's dad.
Yeah.
Okay. Killermonger's dad. There you go. For anyone who's not up on names and stuff like that, just put it out there. Fam, that's not a bad shout either. To be honest,
I did think of it because I can't remember what. I have seen movies with him when he's like, you know, like I've seen his face expression like with acting. So that was that.
that's calm. Do you know what? Yeah, I haven't seen him too many movies, but he's in Supernatural, I guess, for a little bit. He's in the Army Wives. It says here. Marshall, smaller movies, stuff like that. Probably just smaller roles. But yeah, man, that's calm. All right, let's move on to the next topic real quick, innit? All right, so obviously we've all been hearing about Disney's about to buy Fox, Fantastic Four is about to be in Avengers, all of this nonsense. But now Comcast have put in an all-cash offer to buy Fox.
Yeah.
So, like, what? How do we feel about this? It's an all-cash offer, innit? So obviously, like, when it comes to business, all-cash offers are like, they're very...
enticing.
Yeah, they're very... There you go. That's an amazing word for it, you know. They're very enticing. What do you think about this? How would you feel if Fox doesn't go to Disney and it ends up somewhere like Comcast?
For me, it's kind of a spanner in the works because everyone was looking forward to a good Fantastic Four movie, like, eventually. I'm not saying that Comcast might not produce that, but
That's what you just said.
and with Marvel, we know it might just happen. Obviously, more crossovers. You get X-Men, you get the Avengers all in one place, all that. But with Comcast coming along, that's still going to be separate. So we'll still get the X-Men movies in their own universe. We'll still get another Fantastic Four movie, this, that, and the other. So we'll get the movies, but not the way most fans would want it.
Me personally, I feel like I'm in a small minority, yeah, that doesn't want the X-Men and the Fantastic Four to go back to Disney. Because, yeah, like, okay, let's say Fantastic Four and X-Men go back to Disney, yeah, I just feel like we're still gonna only get 3 movies a year coming out of Marvel Studios. Do you know what I'm saying? So now I'm having to wait 3 years for an X-Men movie, as opposed to another studio gets it and I'm getting X-Men movies every other year. Do you know what I'm saying? Now, there is the possibility that Marvel are like, all right, we've got Avengers and we're going to just keep doing Avengers, but we're also going to add the X-Men universe as a separate universe along the same time. Now we're getting 3 X-Men movies a year, or 2 X-Men movies, or maybe 1 each year. That's something I could get behind, innit? But I think it all depends on the strategy on how the movies are going to get released.
See, like, I'm not so sure, because right now I'm happy where X-Men is, right? So it's like, so we've had the I guess the last generation. So we had the first generation of X-Men movies. Now we're like in the second generation, and we haven't even closed that chapter, and it's almost like it's and the potential is there. The movies are doing great, like, and then to just kind of get it stopped abruptly to go elsewhere, which we don't know how well they're gonna deliver these movies. You get me? So that's that. And then another thing is like, do you want Disney to have too many of these movies at the same time? You know what I mean? Like, even though I do trust Disney when it comes to movies, because that's their thing. Like, if we're gonna think about entertainment on TV, no one on this planet does it better than Disney. Period.
Alright, so what was the first point you made?
So where we are with the X-Men.
Okay, now I hear what you're saying about that, yeah, but I feel like X-Men have got to a point where it was so bad that they had to do radical things to get us to where it was. That's why we got Logan. That's why we got the first Deadpool. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. Like, and it's like, even with Logan, like, Logan was the last of the Wolverine movies. We're not gonna get another Hugh Jackman. Right. I don't like Deadpool 2. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm not too fond on that. Like, so how much good stuff have they actually got going? Not many people, like it's 50-50 on Apocalypse as well. Do you know what I'm saying? So how good is actually the standing of Fox's having these studios? So I don't know, like, and I'm confident that if Disney gets them, they will knock it out of the park. My only issue is how many movies we're getting, how much we're getting. Are we? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but so you think that would be an issue? Because, like, all right, so say Disney owns it and it goes under Marvel Studios.
Yeah. So right. Marvel right now producing 3 movies a year.
Right, but then wouldn't it be the case where they just hire more muscle and personnel to go and do? You know what I'm saying? Like,
leave out Fox.
Huh?
Leave out, like, basically just leave out Fox. There'll be Fox making the movies, but it'll be like Marvel Studios.
See, I don't think Marvel are gonna purchase Fox and then let Fox continue to run their studios. There has to, if you're buying these characters, firstly, you characters are now MCU. To me, it only makes sense to be part of the MCU, unless you're gonna create a new universe like the MCU, but it's just X-Men. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just, this is a planet with mutants.
Right.
I could back that, and then they've got their own universe where they go into space and they fight the She-Hulk, because the X-Men universe on its own is big enough to do, you know what I'm saying, to massive. Do that. Yeah, to have your 2 cinematic universes, right. The X-Men CU and the MCU. You know what I'm saying? You could do that, and then you just have Fantastic Four. We'll put them in the MCU because they're more. I feel like they fit more into that Avengers. We got our powers by accident. We're not mutants world than in the mutant world. I feel like that's cool, but fam, my issue is you got comic book movies, coming out at Marvel, 3 a year. Now, if they ratchet that up and just get more muscle and start producing 6 a year, it's gonna, like, you can't. Every movie then can't be 600 million. Do you know what I'm saying? You're now eating yourself. They're already eating from themselves with all these Star Wars movies coming out on top of all these MCU movies. Now you want to add X-Men movies to that, fam. They're all the same genre. The same people are going to watch this. So I would think that they're going to keep 3 movies a year and then just
spread it out.
We've now got movies to 2030. Do you know what I'm saying? X-Men versus Avengers is X-Men is Avengers 7. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I feel like they'd go that route, which to me, on a business mind,
perspective,
makes more sense. And I don't want that. I'd rather Comcast gets it and leaves Fox as its own studio, because Comcast don't know nothing about making no comic book movies, and then they keep doing it that way. You know what I'm saying? And then maybe they get innovative about Fox and stuff like that. That's what I think, innit? What do you think, Sam?
I don't know. I've always been on the tip that obviously Disney getting too much is scary. What is going to happen with all the movies? Are they going to enjoy it? Is it going to be separate? Stuff like that. But I don't know. I would rather Disney getting it, to be honest. I'd rather seeing all those comic book heroes in one place. Maybe even cameos. Like we see, I don't know, X-Men joining up, coming to help, or they're in the same place. Because we see it all in the comics. I would like to see it transpire onto like the big screen.
Bruv, I hear what you're saying, yeah, but this is my issue with like people like, oh, it's like this in the comics, bruv. The comic medium and the television or movie, the TV and the movie medium, they're so different, fam. Like in a comic book, I could look at a panel and see Wolverine fighting the Hulk and Spider-Man swinging in the background, and that's fine because it's a comic book, innit? I'm not like, well, why don't Spider-Man just come down and join in? Do you know what I'm saying? I know what it is. But in the MCU, in the movie universe, if I see something like that, I'm going to be like, nah, fam, we're like, what are you doing? Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
what's the purpose?
Yeah, fam. Why? Do you know what I'm saying? It's just different. Like,
come on, are we all spaz when we want in Deadpool 2 when Deadpool was always saying, why is his house so empty? Where's all these lot? And then we saw that 2 seconds of them in that room. Even just stuff like that. I'm like, that's funny to me.
No, that was funny, and that is a sick moment in the movie. But that's only a sick moment because Deadpool's breaking the fourth wall and saying, "Why aren't these guys here?" And them guys are right there. Do you know what I'm saying? But like, one of the big complaints is, oh, you got all the Avengers in the universe, but Iron Man is fighting someone to save the city, and no one shows up to help him, fam. In the movie universe, fam, that's an issue. In the comic book universe, that's not an issue. Because when you close that book, it says The Amazing Spider-Man 102. Do you know what I'm saying? You know, this is only him. Like, in that universe, they're there, bruv. They exist. Man can literally just call up Tony and say, oh, Tony, I need your help. And he can show up, fam. Like, it's not every day that, okay, everyone's just doing something. So I feel like it's going to get too much, fam. I feel like it's going to get too much.
What happened in what comic book was it where someone was having like a fight basically, and someone showed up at the X-Mansion, the Charles Mansion, and was like, we need your help, can you join in? I think someone actually said no, for them not to turn up. So, stuff like that.
That's cool, but now you have to do that every time. He has to call Iron Man, and Iron Man has to say no. Then he has to call, do you know what I'm saying? That's dead, innit?
I'm just saying,
What you can do, if you want to keep it all is, you got to move people, innit? Like, someone's got to go live in Texas. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Someone's got to be living somewhere else. Like, not everyone can't live in New York.
I was about to say, like,
New York is
super crowded.
Like, New York's done, innit? I don't want to hear about no more superheroes in New York, fam. So
there is the whole world. Even that, I would like to see that everyone in Africa and Australia and Japan, more worldwide stuff. Yeah, that's
if they're gonna move around the world, then I could back that, innit? But these are characters, like if you have the Fantastic Four, you have the Baxter Building, and it's not in New York, some crazy 60-year-old man is gonna lose his marbles, fam.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Alright, let's move on to that. Let's stick with the movie stuff.
Movies.
Well, with the I don't know how to say it. Stick with the movie, stick with the television series things.
Oh, okay.
Alright, the next. You know me, you know what I love, innit? It's always a verses. You needed a good verses. So, obviously, Disney have announced their streaming service. Their new streaming service is going to drop in 2019, yeah? Obviously, we know Warner Brothers have got a streaming service coming. Now, 2 questions. 1, what can we expect from both of these streaming services? And 2, whose streaming service is going to be better? Is this laughable?
Is that a question?
Okay, let's start with that. Whose streaming service is going to be better? Why is it laughable?
Disney's getting that, fam.
Why is Disney's streaming service better off bat?
It's got Star Wars, it's got Marvel, and then it's got Disney stuff.
There's got the classics, there's got movies, like...
It's got shows for days, like... you can literally go on there. Oh my God.
This is what's crazy, yeah? This is what's crazy, that there's a lot of stuff that Disney owns that a lot of us don't even know, like, so I do remember, like, when I used to work for them, yeah, and they used to have stuff where I was like, how come we're watching? It's like, oh, because we get it. Like, it's ours. It's Disney. You know what I'm saying? So, fam, you might even get, like, sport, bruv. If they're throwing sports here, it's peak for these channels, you know, because they own a couple of sports channels. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they own ESPN, yeah.
So, if they start throwing in it, bruv, it's peak for all these pay-per-views and stuff like that. So, like, bruv, like, bruv, these man, yeah, that Mickey Mouse don't play games, fam. It's been here since 08, fam.
Go on, Sam, what you got?
Yeah, I do know about the sports stuff, but that's like a very good point. They got a ESPN, like that's a huge sports thing in America. Obviously, it's not really that big in the UK, but like they got a huge catalogue of Disney like movies and TV shows already. Like, they even got like Disney DX or whatever. They're like this own TV show. So imagine getting that as a streaming service you can watch whenever you want. No need to wait for 9 p.m. for something to come on. Then, like I said, you got Marvel from way back when. All of them all in one place. No need for Blu-rays or DVDs anymore. If you want to watch Civil War or the whole trilogy, you got it there. And then you got Star Wars as well. They jump on Star Wars and that. You got the whole Star Wars shows. You got maybe they'll even make exclusive stuff that you won't see anywhere else, like they're doing with Netflix. So
let me even dive deep into this shit. So you see how Netflix does Netflix originals, yeah? Imagine now Disney takes it back here and starts doing series on, I don't know, the Seven Wolves. Like, just, bruv, like, these men have just so much material. They don't even need to create new material, fam. They can just create new material from old material, fam. Like,
I hear what you're saying. Let me throw out. But the thing is, we're not just Disney have got bare stuff in it, but I feel like you're overlooking what Warner Brothers has got, fam. Warner Brothers has got some things, bro. So look, I'm gonna run through just a few of the franchises. Like obviously they got Ace Ventura, Batman, Blade Runner. Obviously they've got the whole DC Comics, the whole DC Comics extended universe. Like Dirty Harry, the Exorcist franchise, Gremlins, the Harry Potters, the Hobbits, the Lego franchise stuff, Lethal Weapon, Looney Tunes, The Lord of the Rings, I said the Hobbits, Mad Max, the Matrix, Mortal Kombat, the Never Ending Story. They own New Line Cinemas, so all New Line Cinemas franchises are theirs. Police Academy, Powerpuff Girls, Scooby-Doo, Superman, Tom and Jerry, The Wizarding World, Cinderella, Final Destination, Free Willy, blah blah blah. There's more. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the same way you can throw in the same way. If I go and get the list, then it's mad for Disney.
No, but that's my point. Like when you're saying that, they could just make the Seven Dwarfs thing. These lot can be doing animated series on Scooby-Doo, stuff like this, bruv. All of this stuff is open to be like reinvented, reimagined on a streaming service, fam.
Right.
You get me? And now, obviously, the same way you're talking about, alright, they can do Star Wars this, they can do Star Wars that, fam. The Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings, those franchises there, you turn that stuff into TV series, and we're talking about sci-fi, like Game of Thrones stuff. We're talking, you know what I'm saying, with Hobbits.
Seasons.
Yeah, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like Warner Brothers are in a position to actually compete with the Disney streaming service.
Like, if anything, they'll be one of the to compete with them. But I just think when it comes to like who's gonna win, fam, so I don't think that's a no-brainer, fam.
So what? Alright, you've only got $15. You're going with Disney.
I'm in there, fam.
And what about you, Sam?
Yeah, I was gonna say Disney as well. Like, I'm not writing off Warner Brothers. They, like you said, they've got stuff as well. But
Mr. Green Lantern is going with Disney.
Yeah, I am.
The deadest Green Lantern, fam.
Yeah, but fam, if they're on a streaming service, they could be doing TV. Bruv, are we thinking about the catalogue of stuff that okay? Let me pepper this thing correctly.
Go on in.
You got the Warner Brothers streaming service, yeah. Now let me just go into. I want to go into the DC section of this, yeah. In this DC section, you break off into that anime section, fam.
Yeah.
All of DC's animated collections, fam. Yeah. So your whole collection of anime, all those, yeah. But we're talking about going back in time. The animated Batman series, fam. We're talking about Batman Beyond, fam. Like Green Lantern, fam. Like all of these things, fam. Like it's just icy for all of this stuff. I was just going with
Sorry,
Disney.
I'd rather pay a Blu-ray for those things than trying to make up for the numbers of the same thing for Disney animating things, fam. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm man trying to get all them classics like Lion King and them things, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, a Lion King Blu-ray right now, prices are mad. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, bro, like, listen, I'm sticking with Disney, bro. Like, that shit's like Rolex, fam. That shit, like, the longer it exists, the more money it's worth, fam. I'm just saying, fam.
Guys, jump in the comment section, but I need to know you lot's views on this topic. Jump in the comment section though. If you've only got $15 left, or £15 or £10, what streaming service are you gonna pay for every month? Disney or WBs? It's important. Alright.
And get them dead ass movies we've been getting for the past 10 years.
I was gonna say, like, you know the lineup that they said that this is what's coming to the DC whatever.
See, I didn't even talk about all the DC shows as well, fam.
But then when they listed all of them,
yeah,
I was only excited for one.
What one?
Young Justice. They named Swamp Thing, Titans, Pennyworth.
Yeah, but even WB, bro, like, sorry to cut, but even WB, like, they're very unreliable, fam. Very unreliable. Listen, yeah, you just mentioned Young Justice. Yeah, one of the best animated.
Oh, of course, look, see, exactly. Come on.
The man iced them, fam. How long he's been
all the fans started shouting, and they were like, you know, we've got a streaming service coming on.
Come on.
We might as well make it back.
That's probably the only reason, fam. Fam, I follow these men on Twitter, yeah, bruv, yeah. And it's only like, and the thing is, I go back to the old tweets, bruv. So in the past year, that has been making noise, fam. You know what I'm saying? Because the creators start putting, because bruv, he was dead before, bruv. Dead.
I hear what you're saying, yeah, but obviously, just like with any TV show, bruv, if the numbers ain't there, the thing gets cancelled, fam, bruv. So, like, I'm not gonna say that because I'm sure Disney's cancelled TV shows that didn't have high numbers before. Do you get what I'm saying, fam? Like, what? In fact, you know what? I can even take it. What? X-Men Evolution, fam. You don't remember that one?
The teenage one.
Yeah, bruv. That show banged, fam. 2 seasons. X'd it off, bruv. X-Men, Wolverine and the X-Men. 1 season. X'd it, bruv.
That 1 season?
Yes, fam. Good shows, fam. So let's not talk about Young Justice, innit? Because Disney are doing them things there as well, fam. And animated shows, as we know, have a short life expectancy, fam. If your animated series gets to 5-6 seasons, it's a miracle, fam.
Bruh.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I'm talking about in terms of consistency.
Consistency with what? The animated shows, fam? Because I
Animated
feel like,
shows
no. WB's murdering Disney in animated shows, fam. Teen Titans?
Yeah.
Or the new one.
No, the old one.
But
that's what. No, I'm not saying like the content of it. I'm saying like consistent, like putting them out. Like that's what I'm talking about, bro. Like even the movies, fam.
Let's not talk about the movies, innit? We know what the movies are.
Why don't we?
Because we know what the movies are, fam. We know what the movies are, you get me? We know what the movies are.
This is Kanan Jarrus, Jedi Knight, and if you can hear this message, then you've found the Cyber Nerds. May the Force be with you.
Anyway, you know what, yeah? This wasn't even a topic in it, but I forgot. I wanted to talk about it as well. You know that first image we've seen of Shazam?
Yeah.
So everyone's seen the poster, yeah. What's that guy's name? Zach Levy?
Yeah. You said you posted in the group.
Yes,
you posted because I do remember you said, "Oh, Raven, I feel sorry for your side."
So what? What do you think of that picture, son?
The man's having a good time. Someone's sipping juice, isn't it?
I think even. Oh yeah, he's got a couple something, isn't it?
Mad, like, big cup sipping.
Listen, I'm not.
I'm not sure what that's trying to depict. To be honest, like, where's Shazam even doing that at the moment? We ain't got no villain yet. We don't know what's going on. Man's just in the poster having a good time.
You know what I'm saying, bruv? Like, fam. Like I said, fam. Like
this drops in 2019, innit? Yeah.
Yeah.
2019.
That's got some time in it.
So it's alright that we don't have much.
Yeah, but like, what do you think about the tone of this picture, innit? Like, for this, listen. Let me put some context. This is the first image. This is the first official image coming out about your movie. How does this make you feel about the Shazam movie, Raven? Because that dark tone you're talking about.
I've removed myself from it. I've removed myself from it.
Raven kills me, you know? Raven kills me. Go on,
bro. Because you know, I follow all these people on thing, innit? So I know majority of the time what they talk and the kind of pictures they show. So I've removed myself from it, yeah?
What does that mean? You've removed yourself from what?
I've removed myself from like...
believing there's going to be a good movie.
No.
believing there's going to be a Dark Toad.
Bro, I already told you, I don't care. Like, bro,
You don't care now?
No. Like, let me explain. I don't care that it doesn't appeal to me into the Shazam that I read. Yeah, I told you already, and I must say again. If it's a friendly movie, a family movie, whatever you're trying to do to please the people, to introduce this character onto the world, to do well in numbers, by all means, I'm up for it. It's only good for me, fam. It's only good for me, fam. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying. I've removed myself from thinking, oh, it's going to be dark, the dark magic, Black Adam, all like, you know what I'm saying? Going in like that. I'm cool with it, bro. I'm cool with it being like, you know, a little, I keep forgetting this kid. I said it the other day as well, but Oliver Twist type, you know, in a home, foster home, all this trouble running around, then man gets powers, boom, boom, boom. Bro,
this is my issue with you, Raven, recently now.
Yeah.
Because you've done the same thing for Cable in Deadpool 2.
Yeah.
Oh, I love these characters. I've loved these characters for all my life, and I'm just okay with you not making this character look like who he's supposed to be, but it's not him, fam.
Bruv.
I'm not cool with that.
No.
I'm not cool with that.
But before Deadpool,
especially when you love the first Deadpool movie because it was a perfect depiction.
Yeah. What was always my argument for this? What was my argument for it?
I can't remember.
Right. More content, more comics, more merchandise. That's what I said. I've always said this. You know what I'm saying? So if that's the way you want to bring it on to existence for kids to buy into it, Shazam, let me go.
If this
that's
movie's
good for me.
dead,
I'm gonna get the comics.
If this
I'm
movie's
gonna get
dead,
the comics, fam. How many comics can we say, that we have to read? We don't, fam. We have a 75-year celebration which has everything in it. That's it. That is it, fam. That is it. I need more. I need more.
If this movie's dead,
that more development.
If this movie's dead, that more content that you want is gonna last for 12 calendar months, fam. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's why I can't get behind stuff like this, fam.
Right.
Get me?
Like I said, like it's our man's thing. So that's all I can like put out in the world. Just do the numbers so I can get my. I'm being selfish right now because I'm not caring about Lil Jimmy.
Look at Zach Levy's face, fam.
Bro, I know, fam.
guys, if you're locked into this, just Google Zach Levy Shazam poster, and then look at that guy's face right now. Let's all just take 10 seconds and just look at his face, sipping from this cup.
We already said we can't win with DC and WB when it comes to
take
movies,
the 10 seconds.
We can't win, bro.
Come on, 10 seconds, just look.
We can't win. Even when they produce something good, I don't know, there's something that they do that like displeases the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Like Man of Steel. I really like Man of Steel, but for some reason, like I don't know what's in their potion or something that people drink it, people go watch it, and they just come out like angry, like yo, listen, this is not my Superman. You know, start come out with the hashtags. You know what I'm saying? Not my Superman. Like, we just can't win with them.
No, exactly.
We just can't win unless it's animation, bro. Man can't win with them.
Look, Man of Steel's easily one of the top 5 comic book movies of all time.
I just hope this is a rope-a-dope, innit? I hope they're making this bright and family-friendly looking and whatever. And we go into the movie, final third, there's some darkness and no one's... Not that some CGI-ness, where some big-ass monster
You're
throwing stuff.
When has DC ever done a rope-a-dope, fam?
That's what I'm talking about. I'm hoping so, innit? Like...
Bro, don't hope.
That's what I'm saying, because that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm glad that you're now saying, I don't mind them not doing, because if you're holding expectations, you're gonna get disappointed.
I'm with myself, fam. Like don't be, bro. Setting yourself up.
Yeah, exactly. You're setting yourself up.
And obviously, bro. And the thing is, I'm saying that now, but when I go to the movie, I'll be angry, fam. But right now, I have to be like, man has to be neutral, bro. Because obviously, when man gets there, or when the time gets close, or when the trailer drops, then you'll see my reaction, fam. It'll be peak on the streets.
It does look like some family-friendly movie, to be honest. Like, we see man standing up for
next
some
Christmas
tree or whatever. So,
which is fine because majority of the times it's around Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Like one of the first ones I read, it was around Christmas. That's when he went to the zoo, met the tiger and everything like that. Bro.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's Christmas around Christmas because it's snowing, isn't it?
Okay. Okay. So that's what I mean. So yeah, I don't know.
Majority of the times when I see
no expectations.
In summertime, it's with Superman.
If they do a cameo like that as well, that would be no expectations.
See,
that's what I was about to say.
That would be cool. That would be cool.
That's what I mean.
But then, why is Superman there? Like they would have to go Black Adam then. Is that what we're gonna start off with?
I need Shazam. Listen, if in the Shazam movie, I'd love him and Superman to fight each other, innit? I'd love that to be the beef, innit?
That would be decent as well.
Because basically, we're still waiting for Man of Steel 2.
Right.
And Superman right now is just in limbo, innit?
Right.
Get me? But he's come back as a happy character from Justice League. If this is the continuity we're going to follow, yeah? You either have to have Superman and Shazam fight in the first 5 minutes of this movie. Like, Superman sees this guy, whatever, Shazam accidentally destroys the building. Superman comes, they fight for 5 minutes, boom, Henry Cavill's done, and he's out of the movie. And the movie continues because he knows, it's just a kid, yeah. And then at the end of the movie, he comes back and he's talking to him about, maybe you should join the Justice League so we can keep a closer eye on you. You're a bit reckless, like father. Like a mentorship thing, something like that. And then he goes on and fights his villain.
But then who's he fighting?
I think it's the Wizard at this moment in time, because obviously they said that Black Adam's meant to be The Rock. The Rock's kind of dissing himself at the moment.
Shazam the Wizard.
Yeah. Isn't it the Mark Strong meant to be that wizard dude?
You're talking about the
Doctor.
The Doctor.
Sorry, the Doctor then.
Sylvana or something.
So I guess
can't
be
be,
the main.
But he can't, because he's not even like that.
Do you know what, yeah? It can be, because you know what they'll do, yeah? They'll just adapt it, and then the Doctor will get the powers, and then he'll fight the Doctor.
Shazam powers?
Well, he'll get... he might get the Black Adam... He might get some powers from... Bruv, it's a movie. They're just going to make up whatever they want.
Adapt it, like I said, adapt.
Get me? Because you don't know, bruv. This could be the Shazam. You know where the Shazam power gets split up into the 7 kids?
Yeah.
Instead of the 7 kids, 6 of it goes into Shazam, 1 of it goes into the Doctor, and he fights him. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, they could do, like, we don't know what they're going to do in this movie.
That's fine. I mean, adaptations. I like adaptations.
That could have been a nice one where it was like, you guys seen Jet Li, the one?
Yeah.
If they did that, and then one of them was evil, and it kept going down until Shazam had to face the evil dude, and it was split between powers, that would have been nice.
Like he was chopping them down. He was
like
on some Highlander type stuff.
Yeah, there was 7 of them getting the powers. One of them was
evil.
evil.
We're talking about dark stuff right there.
Yeah, that's way too dark. Like, man's going to be in there, Xing them kids.
I'm throwing my hands
up
right
now. The one was dark, fam. Do you remember
the one's a dark movie.
That's what I mean. But I'm throwing my hands up right now. That would have been an idea and a half, but I'm not DC in it.
Yeah, fam. I don't think this guy is going to be chasing down the hunter of someone who's murdered 7 kids. No. Not Zach Levy, innit?
Do you reckon they will have the tiger there?
The tiger? Yeah, because it's going to be a family-friendly movie. The tiger's going to be talking, innit? Like Shere Khan and Shere Khan of the Jungle Book. Alright, look, we're moving on. Bro, Shazam weren't even on this thing, fam. Let's talk about Sesame Street, innit?
Oh my days, fam.
So I feel like a week ago we dropped a trailer. About a week ago, shout out to Bobby Schmurder, free Bobby. I don't know. I don't know where that came from.
Wow, wow, like that.
I don't know where that came.
What we doing,
bruv? I don't know, man. I don't know. I'll give disclaimer on myself. Disclaimer: being a cybernerds do not promote releasing convicted criminals from prison free unless they're rightfully found innocent. Boom! I feel like I finessed that disclaimer. All right, cool, yeah. But I lost all chain of thought.
Yeah.
So alright, so last week, what was the trailer called?
Happy Murder.
Happy Times Murder trailer or something like that dropped, and we did the trailer reaction to it. It's probably going to be in the top 5 trailer reactions of all year. Well, still early. We're not even halfway through, to be honest. You get me? But it's up there. So come to find out, Monday morning, that Sesame Street are suing the company who are making this movie for I can't remember. For tarnishing the good name of Sesame Street. How do we feel about this, guys? Raven, I know you got strong views.
No. I was trying to get the article
up.
The article where they what they came up with.
Sam, you got an article?
I've got an article.
Yeah, got a really little section of this article. Let us know.
So the creators of Sesame Street have launched legal proceedings against the film company Strix Entertainment, arguing that marketing campaign for Jim Henson Company produced the new foul-mouthed puppet film tarnishes the Sesame Street brand. Sesame Street, the charity, which was founded to use the medium of television as a tool to help children learn, enlisted Jim to make the puppets in 1969, who died in 1990, and went on to create the Muppets and the Frogger Rock. So after saying that, I didn't know that. That's
all right, cool.
super deep. Go on.
Alright,
Go
so
on.
this is what made me laugh, because I was like, alright, cool. You want to sue them? I get it. Your image, cool. But then that's what they went with to the judge. You're tarnishing image that teaches kids, like they try to make it about all education. Alright, cool. Now, it's funny because I've seen, I don't know why, but sometimes I'm on YouTube and man just watches a couple of Sesame Street, like just clips. Fam, not everything is educational, fam. Yeah? And there's bare stuff in there, yeah. Mad suspect. And I do understand that back in the day there was not really filters in it. Even if you watch Looney Tunes, Top Cats, bro, there's reference to
prostitution,
sex, everything, you know what I'm saying? Even race. Race. So man cannot come to me in 2018 and tell me it's educational when you had Oscar the Grouch in the bin, fam. In a dustbin. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro.
The reason I want to jump on this is I feel like these claims are ridiculous. And now the reason they're ridiculous is this is a Red Band trailer. And that's the end of it. This trailer is for mature people only. If you're a child who watches Sesame Street...
Who watches Sesame Street in 2018?
No, fam, it doesn't matter. Because listen, let's say you're a child and you do watch Sesame Street in 2018, then legally, you should not be watching this trailer.
I want to meet that kid.
Bro, I'm just saying, so legally, you shouldn't be watching this trailer. Do you know what I'm saying? So, I feel like these two things, and that's why the Red Band trailer is so important, fam. It's because it then differentiates and separates, this is not Sesame Street. Also, the movie's not called Sesame Street, fam.
Bro, it's only because that man said, no Sesame, all streets. That's I think that's where because they use Sesame and then street. You know what I'm saying? And another thing is, I think this is the way for them to
make some money.
Make some money and, I don't know, maybe resurrect
Sesame Street.
Like Sesame Street, you know what I'm saying? Because, bro, who's talking about Sesame Street these days? Unless it's someone our age or we're referencing like something that's funny. Like, we're always talking about Oscar the Grouch.
What he does in this day and age.
Or Cookie Monster, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I was about to say, in this day and age, they even said it in the trailer, was how many years on and this, that, and the other. Like, it clearly is for people who watch Sesame Street.
Time ago,
and now you're going to watch this and it's like, this is when it is in the night, after hours, this, that, and the other. So it is catering to those people who knew Sesame Street was educational, for family, you're learning this, that, and the other, but then this is what actually happens in the Muppets world kind of thing. So
you know what's dumb about that, is the people also behind this. This has ruined my childhood. Oh, bro, shut your mouth, bro, about ruined your childhood. You're a grown-ass adult, fam. What are you talking about? Like you don't know about drugs, sex, and all them things there, bro, that they're showing.
Educational, isn't it?
Bruv, it's bad. These people are done, bruv. What these men should have done, is jumped on the wagon of this movie. Oh, bruv, make a parody, make a disclaimer, a video. I don't know,
and bring it back,
Bring it back.
A little 6 YouTube videos, 10-minute Sesame Street,
Do this, do that.
No, that's
don't do
fam.
drugs, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, just
don't
you
do
can
like
literally go at them.
Yeah,
you know
don't be like the Muppets and Happy Times, do that, bruv.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man, you're being sour, bruv. You're being sour, man.
Yeah.
And you don't own the puppets anyway, man. Shut your mouth, bro. These people are dumb, bro.
That's what I find so funny. So it's like, how did this come out without them making this?
Yeah.
So they clearly don't own anything, isn't it?
They clearly don't, but obviously I think the likeness of the puppets is similar to the Sesame Street thing. This is what they're going to claim, probably. The likeness to the puppets. And obviously, in the trailer, like Raven said, they mentioned Sesame Street in it. Well, they allude.
Yeah, but they switch.
Yes.
You notice that they switched the
Yeah,
words.
I hear, but
they
they
had
allude.
Sesame Street together.
They allude to it. See, but now, what I'm upset about is this is then taking away my theory of seeing Big Bird with a shank in it. Because I really wanted to see Big... And the thing was, what's going to be... I hope in their movie, they didn't have any puppets that are actually like or similar to Sesame Street. Because if they do, then it's a wrap for them. And they're about to make no money off this movie, innit, fam?
I was going to say something, bro. I forgot now. If I remember what I was saying, man, I can't remember now.
Sorry.
This movie, they've been trying to get this movie out or make this movie for 6 years.
Oh snap!
Right. So basically, while I came across this on YouTube, while we was putting up our reaction, there's actually news about this like 6 years ago.
Oh.
Like they were, so the guy behind this has been trying to do this for a long time now, and only now they managed to do it. I don't know whether it was timing funds or whatever it was, or maybe illegal. But yeah, so they've been actually trying to do this for a while now.
Oh snap! Well, there you go then.
But yeah, man, I hope this movie bangs.
It looks like a good time, man.
Bruv,
It looks like a super good time.
Fam, man has never laughed that hard in a trailer reaction ever.
Never.
I don't think I've laughed that hard at a trailer ever, fam.
That's
Bruv,
it.
man it's a bit mad. It's a bit mad.
Bro, you got me so angry. I got cramps right now on my toe, bro. Bloody hell. Talking about gonna sue them.
Alright, cool. Let's move on to one of our last topics of the day. So, Rosario Dawson, also known as Night Nurse in the Netflix Marvel Cinematic Universe, says that she's possibly done with her character after Luke Cage season 2.
Right. Is there any reason behind why is that?
I mean, I've got theories.
Okay.
My theory is she's dead.
Oh, you mean a character's dead?
Yeah, that's what my theory is going to be, that her character's going to die.
Oh, okay. All right. I mean, I don't really. I mean, I know it from movies, and it's funny enough. I saw a tweet about it the other day. I think I know it's a bit off topic. That's what you're talking about her. I think every year she posts a nude of her, like a video.
Okay.
That's the only news I know about her. Like, yeah. So yeah, but it's not fully nude though. Like she's covering her private parts, but she's naked, butt naked. Maybe that's why she's
Guys, please don't leave the podcast to go and search that picture. Please wait till the podcast.
It's not a picture, it's a video.
Please wait till the podcast is over before you go and search that. But yeah, we appreciate that piece of trivia. Sam, have you got any more context to the story for us?
Yeah, so he's saying that it may be her last TV role with Marvel, playing Night Nurse in Luke Cage season 2, because of responsibility she has is playing a major factor in her life. So it's playing a potential reason in her departure. She's saying that her daughter is in high school at the moment, so she doesn't want to be 3,000 miles away from her while she's at work.
She's Brazilian, right? She's Brazilian.
Let me wiki that. But yeah, that's kind of
Why are you out here trying to always claim people, fam?
Bro, I think she's Brazilian. I'm not Brazilian in the first place, bro. So I don't know what you're talking about claiming.
Bro, but Latin, Hispanic speaking,
Man,
you're trying to claim.
Hispanic, nothing. Man's African. Try it.
I thought you was Jamaican, fam. That's what the man in the comment section say,
I thought he was
fam.
Australian, fam.
That's what they say in our comment sections. No, but you was going to ask a question about why she blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, so why wouldn't you just move your kid to near you? I think there's more. I think that's BS, fam.
Pop out
That's
kind of
BS,
thing.
fam. Yeah, I think something's going on, and yeah, man. But no, come on.
Maybe she doesn't want to uproot her daughter's life. That's what I mean. That's the reason why she's given us, like, obviously I don't know how it is filming a TV show compared to filming a movie or what.
What's her name again?
Rosario.
So if that's one of the reasons why she's saying that's a major departure of the reason, then maybe she really wants to play like a huge life in her daughter's life. So maybe it's high school. So what age is that exactly? Like
High school, secondary school, man.
School.
Yeah, like 14, 15, that age.
Okay.
I feel like no one cares about this.
Her parents are Puerto Ricans and Cuban.
But why is this the bit? What? Anyway, all right, we're moving on from Rosario.
The reason, because obviously we're talking about the location, so it's like, well, where is your daughter? Unless
All right, cool. So our last topic, yeah, it's gonna be a hot one. Now, we're almost halfway through 2018.
We're pretty much there, family. It's the 29th of the 5th. So that's halfway. We're pretty much halfway.
Next month's halfway.
Like in 2 days.
Yeah. Halfway through next month is halfway.
Looking.
All right, cool. Loopholes, fam. Loopholes. All right, so what do you think? So all the movies that we've seen, comic book movies that we've seen so far, not included. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What do we think is going to be the best superhero movie for the second half of the year? So I'm just going to tell you which ones are coming out. Ant-Man and the Wasp, Venom, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and the critically acclaimed Aquaman.
No, Incredibles.
Alright, yeah, we can throw Incredibles in there as well. And Incredibles. So out of those 5 movies, which one do you think is going to be the best? We're starting with Sam.
Well, since I noticed that Incredibles was missing, I'm going to go with Incredibles.
Okay.
It's been a long time coming. I know it's like the same. Well, going for number one. Number one is like super, super good for me. And it kind of ticks all the boxes. It does comedy, does action, it's heartfelt, this, that, and the other. It's Disney, it's Pixar, come now. Like, all the boxes are ticked. So, wait a long time. Cars had 3 movies before we had a second Incredibles. Come on now. Like, is this taking the piss or something? Waiting for this for a very long time. Incredibles needs to happen. And I think that's going to be my number one summer, second half of the year superhero movie, basically.
Alright.
I can. No, Sam's got a valid point there. But something inside me something's tingling, and I'm going with Spider-Man. I'm going with Spider-Man. Into the Spider-Verse. First of all, like, Into the Spider-Verse. Like, fam, what are we gonna get from this? Like, please, like, go all the way in. Like, secondly, the art it's insane. Yeah? Not only that, we're getting Miles Morales with Peter Parker. Yeah? Fam. Like, are we, like, bro, like, you know why I'm so caught up with this, yeah? Is because, like, I said before, like, I fell off Spider-Man, yeah? But then, after 700, man jumped on it, bruv, and it's almost like, why would you ever fall off Spider-Man? Like, it's Spider-Man, fam. Like, you can never go wrong with Spider-Man, bruv. Like, yo, man.
Yeah,
I'm in there, bruv.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah. So I really want it to be Aquaman, but I feel like the chances of that happening are just slim to none if I go on DC's past records. Then I'm breaking it down and I'm like, maybe Venom. But like nothing about Venom that I've seen really interests me besides Tom Hardy playing a role. Get me? And then it came down to Spider-Man because I just feel like Ant-Man and the Wasp, like Ant-Man 1 is a good movie, it's funny, but I don't really care about it. And I just felt like it has to be Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Like, fam, everything. I didn't think Raven was gonna pick it, but everything he said is 100% true. Like the art style, it's called Into the Spider-Verse, isn't it? Like that is some of the maddest runs of Spider-Man. And because I'm like the question to me is why make this movie for Sony? And I can't come up with a good reason. That's how I know that it's gonna be good, innit? Because this is probably creator driven more so than we need the money. Do you know what I'm saying? And when things are
You're getting me gas right now. You're getting me gas right now.
No, bro. I'm being serious.
You're getting me gas right now.
He's wearing Air Dunks, fam. Like that should tell you from jump. This is creator driven. Like there's real people with real input on this, fam. So that's why I think that this is gonna be the best movie because I feel like it's gonna be the movie that has the most freedom of any of these movies, fam. It's not tied into nothing. Like you're saying, it's got Miles Morales in it. Like, bruv, like, why is Miles Morales getting his own movie? Like, these are the questions I'm asking.
Right.
And it like, this movie makes no sense. When they announced it, everyone was like, what? Animated Spider-Man movie? Why?
Like, why?
And that's why it's going to be sick, bruv. Because no one's going to care about it. No one's putting the 2 and 2 together, fam. Like, this movie's about to start off something. Like, this animated Spider-Man's universe might be mad. Because if this pops, and the next year they tie in Peter Parker the right way, and they drop the Peter Parker animated into the Spider-Verse universe, then the next is the trilogy where the whole Spider-Gwen, Spider-Pig, Everyone, all of them, man.
Everything.
Or what's it? It's Spider-Ham.
Spider, that's it.
Spider-Ham. Apologies for someone goes ham in the comment section. You get me? So yeah, man. I
Ben
definitely
Riley.
don't even get me
Come on,
started.
man.
Don't get me started.
Come
So
on.
I definitely think Into the Spider-Verse is going to be sick. So guys, if it's not on your radar, make sure you put that down there. It's important. That's going to drop, I think, December 14th.
In December, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I was
December
gonna say
14th.
that. So this gets dropped in December. Yeah, we got the trailer at the beginning of the year.
Mm-hmm.
It's been quiet ever since.
Comic-Con.
You know what I'm saying? That man just sprinkled a little bit of pepper and said, yeah, you man fiend on that, innit? You man fiend on that, and you hold on to that for the rest of the year, like, hold on to it, bro. Screenplay by Phil Lord. Bro. Something, bro. Listen, it's too much, bro. It's too much.
Well, guys, look, that's the last topic of the day, man. So, guys, thanks for locking in. I'm Joe, one third of the Cyber Nerds.
And I'm Review GS.
I'm sorry, Mr. Blitzted.
If you've got questions, queries, or you just want to send mean comments to us, just jump in the comment section below and go ham. Do that. Other than that, guys, if you want to send us a question for our mailbag show or anything else, all you got to do is follow us on Twitter at the Cyber Nerds. #TCNFam, and we will find your question and it might end up on one of our shows.
Right.
Other than that, guys, thanks for the podcast. We know we drop every Monday. Love you guys, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.